We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams trying to stay to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go three. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
11 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
56 is the mark. Let's go, D. 56 the mark, boy. 56.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Counter play, Drake. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They run the counter. Drake, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Kenyon Drake, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Giants nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Go, check. Under 10. 10. Go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, alert 48. Check smash. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
By the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Vic Beasley, not just a pass rusher. He gets in to quickly blow that play up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to...
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
31-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
Touchdown, Cardinals! Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 7, Jones. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Jones on the
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
48 mark, 48 mark, 70.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
brought down at the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. But now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first 2 QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones 6th to the Giants. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray would give. This is Drake. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
He's going to let this one. That's caught inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
48
From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down. Here the Cardinals push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the lead is now 24.
makes the score Cardinals 31, Giants 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Ben Broniker, incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot before break. Jones, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Wide open receiver complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Blake Martinez, 2nd in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Christian Kirk, 44 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
38.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he stays up. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Braunecker. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And my goodness, another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people, because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Lewis to return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw. Jones. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Jones.
The 17-yard
Going left side here, and it's complete. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On first down, Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the Giants' 29-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
56, check 56. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
To be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now Jones on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. The toss right to Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 12. First down, Arizona.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.